Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's West Point Lake Willie and Mudhole Mike.
How's it going?
Go check out his YouTube channel. It's coming up soon. He's getting started. Let's go ahead and give him some support. But before we get started, I got a quick word from our Lord and Savior. Now, back to what we were doing. We're here today. The wind is tremendous out here today, and it's going to be kind of difficult. But Mike has come with his lucky tackle box, and it's a multi-species tackle box. I've come with a panfish and a catfish box, and I've had to actually go ahead and open mine because I missed a box from my catfish box from last month. So they sent me 3 boxes, and I wasn't really sure what happened, but what they done is they doubled my catfish box, and I'll get into that in just a second. We kind of got a little challenge going today. We're going to see who can use their items in their box and catch the most fish and the most species of fish. Right, Mike?
Right.
All right, great. So what we're going to do is we're going to unbox these in a minute. I do want to tell you we got something really cool coming your way real soon. We're going to be competing with really old or really odd rods and reels. I found this one laying out at the lake. It is a Zepco spinner model 55, which is a mid-50s, 1950s reel. It turns, it clicks. I'm assuming that I'm assuming it works, and I'm going to clean it up and put it on an old rod, and I'm going to compete against Mike here with something that's kind of unique to me. I've only seen it one other time. It's called a pocket fishing rig, right?
Pocket fisherman.
Pocket fisherman.
I was cleaning out the old storage building the other day, and I knew my granddad had one of these, and he was giving it to me to hold on to. And I guess I just threw it in the back of the storage building, but I found it, and I want to kind of relive some glory days with my granddad. I'm going to try to use it on our next challenge, see how it holds up.
I can't wait to see what that does. But that'll be on the next challenge, guys. Oh, and check out this thing that Mike has here. I just don't know, guys. We'll have to see. Now, let's get to the unboxing real quick, and then we'll go do some fishing. Mike, I'm going to start with this first box. I believe this is going to end up being my catfish box. And guys, it's a pretty good catfish box, even though I got it twice. And I'll tell you about some of this stuff when I switch over to my GoPro. Is this liquid junk right here come in there? And I'm going to tell you something. It doesn't come off, and you don't want it on your hands. Trust me. Got some of these guys again. I know I got this in one other box, but these are actually pretty good. They hold different size baits and different kind of baits. I've got some, looks like 4/0 size 4 hooks. There's 10 of them in here. It's live bait hooks. That's awesome. Here's some more. It's called bait dippers for catfish. I'll show you that in a little bit. I had to actually, this stuff is so bad that I actually had to empty out one of my boxes where I had this on there because it would not come off, and I had to put it in the box. And I got a sweet corks. These guys, I'm gonna tell y'all something, guys. If you ever do any topwater fishing for catfish, these Robin Bobs, I think that's what these called, with the weights on them, they are awesome. They really let you see if you get a bite or not. All right, Mike, you want to show us what you got in your multi-species box?
Now, my multi-species box is from Lucky Tackle Box, and I got a little catfish bait here too. It's a little dipper. It's a little bit smaller than the one Will got, but it's used for bait balls. I guess you could dip your. I also got some size 2/0 mustad hooks.
Love the mustad hooks, guys. I'm telling you, mustad's some of the best that I found.
Buddha baits. Got some, they're called baby mamas. They look similar to crawls. They're good for jigs, trailers, things like that. Them Buddha baits, man, they sure got a stink to them too. They also gave me another swim bait, little baby bass pattern. It might work out pretty good. And we got a lipless soft body crank. It's in the shad pattern. I'm really expecting that to do pretty good this time of year with the shad kind of dying off, and that's what everybody's feeding on.
What he's saying that though, with the shad dying off, I've been watching in this time of year to catch bass with these lipless crankbaits. You'll have to be real careful because you'll lose them. But you cast them out and you let them drop, and you just lift your rod tip up to make them come up, and then let them fall back down. And that flutter back down is like this time of year where they're starting to die off, and they're starting to just they'll swim up and then they'll float back down because they're dying. So that's a good one for that.
And lastly, I got this. It's called a scud bug by Impulse. Probably a little crappy bluegill panfish bait. Comes in this little container here, but it's just a little bitty bait. It's not very big. Probably use it on the end of a jig head or something. As you can see, it's not much bigger than the tip of my finger. I have gotten these before in another box. I tried to use them, wasn't very successful, but I think it was my setup. I don't think it was the bait itself. But we're going to try those out today too and see how that goes. I'll
tell you what about those Impulse baits. They say they're lab tested, and they're 143% more effective with the juice and the stuff that they have in there. And you'll see highlights from my yesterday's cell phone video where I actually used these versus just a regular old shad. And it'll be y'all's opinion. You tell me what you think. But like I said, there'll be highlights in that for that. But mine's not a crawl. Mine's a tapeworm, and it's red.
Last little thing has really nothing to do as far as fishing. It's more of your fishing tackle. They give you this stuff called cleanse oil, and it's basically just some oil for your rod, your reels. They say you can put it around the eyelets of your reels to help with the friction of your line going out, and you can put it around your bait casting spools to help with that. But just a little oil thing there, and that's about all that was in that box.
Tell you what, guys, this right here, I had to purchase some reel oil that I use to clean different ones because I rebuild reels and things. $4 and something for maybe double that, so that ain't a bad deal there.
Yeah, and that's about all that was in my box. Paid $24 for it, a grand total of about $43 worth of tackle, so you can't really complain. Pretty much doubled on your investment. So.
Sweet. Now, last but not least, let me show you what we got here. This is my pan fishing box. Now, I'm excited, and I'm going to tell you why I'm excited. I got some stuff that I never thought that I would never have bought it, but just because I would have never thought that it would be worth anything. I'm a huge Berkley fan. I love Berkley, and now Berkley has these, and I don't know if I've never seen these before, but they're blue neon. You've seen these before?
I have seen them.
They're called power bait, and they're just like pellets, like toilet pellets.
Yeah. They kind of imitate the fake corn and stuff you can buy for carp, and even there's crappie size.
Yeah, this says crappie nibblers. Yeah. Huh? We'll see. We'll check that out. I love crappie fishing. And one of my new subscribers, SK Crappie out of Texas, I'll give you a big shout out. His link will be in there. Go check him out. He does a lot of crappie fishing. Matter of fact, he's catching slabs when I'm catching these little babies around here. Now, something else that's really cool is a silver side minnow. I don't know if you can see that guy right there, but it is like it's wrapped in cellophane. But it has the feather tail at the end. That's pretty cool. The other thing I got is a glow shot spoon. Put glow-in-the-dark spoons in there. I like crappie fishing at night. I'm sure this is not going to do me any good today, but I like it. Let's see, some corks, crappie corks, or panfish corks. And then one thing here that I'm not real sure what I think, but this is a lipped micro crankbait. All I know is it's heavy, and I will put it on my rod today. I don't think I'm going to catch anything, but we'll have to see. So, nevertheless, let's get to the lake. We got to do some fishing. Oh, because I got to get out of here. I only got a lunch break. All right, guys, it is super windy. We're going to go some directions over there, but we found this little right here at the closed dock. It's a closed dock because it's sitting on rock. It ain't real deep here, but there's panfish. I know there's bass. I'll have to point it out. I've caught bass out here before. So we're going to try this little hole in here and see if we can start catching a few fish and get out of this wind a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see out through there, but this is West Point Lake, but it's got white caps on top of the water. That ought to give you an idea how tough this wind is. And I have no idea what this wind is doing to my sound. So let's get down. All right, guys, this wind's absolutely nuts. I've got one of those catfish baits sitting on bottom. I'm going to fish this eating Berkeley bait ball, by the way. It really stinks. I'm going to put it about a foot, looks like 2 foot deep. No lead. Hopefully it'll drop. If not, I may have to put a little piece of squeeze lead on. And Mike's already over here bass fishing, so he's probably beat me to the top. I don't know how good this is going to do with this cork on here because of the wind so crazy. And whoa. And if I fall in the water, well, that's the end of that video because I didn't put my GoPro in this case. Even though I get these boxes of bait, I'm a scavenger too. So if I can find something, somebody done, I mean, this is, I don't know what this is. It looks like a trot line, but there is some serious, I don't even know what, I mean, this, they must have lost everything. I don't see, that's heavy line too, man. I don't see.
Well, look, I noticed behind you, look.
What you got? Oh, I see. Uh-oh. This has been here. I thought this was new. Well, sometimes you come up with nothing. And that was nothing. Let me get it out of the water. We don't want to hurt any of these ducks or hurt any of these fish. I don't know if y'all can see, but apparently somebody's been in here. Over here, I don't know if you can see that right there, but it looks like they didn't quite make it out. Or at least they're shooting it. I'm almost at the top of my boots, and I'm steadily sinking. That was a close one. Oh, the wind's so tough. It's blowing right in the canal. Sorry for the noise, guys. The wind's crazy. Just trying to get a few panfish, guys. I know you're waiting for that awesome climactic moment where we catch a fish, but I don't even see any sunfish. The wind's crazy. Uh-oh, I think Mike just threw in the flag. Oh no, he's waving. He's waving surrender. All right, guys. Sorry for the camera. Whoa, I'm out of time, so I got to do my closing on my cell phone. But I wanted to tell you today was. All right. Sorry, finally got my cell phone set up so it could finish recording, and I apologize for the steering wheel being in the way. I did get on my seatbelt. I will be driving, so I won't be looking because I am 100% out of time. I've got to be back on the clock in about 5 minutes, and what in the world is going on with my camera? I did want to do this closing video. Today was an uneventful day. The wind was crazy. I don't know how bad the audio is going to be, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be bad because the wind was insane. I've got a little bit of footage from right here. I'm going to go ahead and play some footage from yesterday where I actually caught some fish in the afternoon. So that way you at least see some fish on camera because I don't like to leave you hanging. As you can see, very little sunlight left. That catfish stuff, I put it in that tube and just kind of let it go down in there. But I'm gonna tell you something. It's on the side of the bottle. It says it's made with real minnows. As disgusting as that sounds, this smells worse. Oh my goodness. I decided I was gonna go ahead and try to record these. This is, even though you notice the color's not so good, and he's splashing my camera, or splashing my phone. Even though the color's not so great on this guy, that actually a bluegill looks like. Yep, blue on his gill, stripes on his back. Yep, looks like a bluegill. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. A little crappie. Look at there. Second cast. I've casted 3 times and I've caught 2 fish with my new little micro thing from Lucky Tackle Box. You know what? I knew it was going to be great when I seen it. I did want to take a quick moment to do a big shout out to SK Crappie Adventure YouTube channel. He is my new subscriber, and he's from Texas. I don't even know how he found me, but hey guys, if my subscribers, if you like crappie fishing, this guy can go catch slabbers. I mean, I mean, nothing like these little ones I'm catching here. These guys are monsters. Guys. So we got 2 little panfish on that little guy right there. But this thing right here, on the back of this thing, I mean, you take a minute to pause it and read it. It says, the laboratory tested that this catches 143% more fish. So, I've casted 5 times. I've caught 2 fish. Let's see, and this is actually called a tapeworm. And it's in this, I guess it's got juice in it or something. I don't know. Like maybe like a gulp, maybe. Anyway, I'm gonna put one of these puppies on and see if it increases my fish ratio. All right. Actually, I probably casted more like 10 times. Now that I think about it, and only caught 2 fish. Let's see if I can catch more on these guys. I didn't know what really to expect when I opened up that package, but look at the action on that thing. It's called a tapeworm, and you see, I mean, I just put it on that little jig. It's a little small jig, probably 1/32 ounce head. I mean, I could barely cast it even with this is my best ultralight, and I mean, it looks awesome. Now, if it's actually as good as they say it is, I should absolutely tear it up with this thing right here. Well, guys, I'm telling you what, that was a lot better bite. It got a bigger one, man. I'm liking that. I mean, that's not a 1-pounder or anything, but for a creek, a white crap, guys, I'm about 7 cast in. Nice bluegill, nice. Look at that. I mean, this is almost the size of my hand on that little worm thing that I got in that little jar. Man, that is awesome. So far, I'm pretty impressed. We're tied 2-2, except these 2 have been bigger fish. I don't know why, but these 2 have been bigger fish. I'm gonna throw out 4 more times and see if this bait actually. This is West Point Lake Willie telling you, keep your hooks wet and have fun. I am out of here.